Okay. What's the word, y'all? What's the word? 8/20, February 10th. You know how it go. We have a few things left on our plate as far as building the foundation. How do we want our pictures from our editorials displayed? The things that is on this dry erase board, starting it off, the title, art direction for the brand. Now, I learned these things from a YouTube video. It's pretty much building like your brand and figuring out your brand's identity and figuring out your brand's manifesto. This is really helpful as far as like a building brand identity. And right now we are on this. This is what we're working on tonight. We're working on this photography style guide. Photography style guide is consistent approach to composition, lighting, and mood. Let's take Fear of God, for example. If you just go through the page, it's all pretty much the same visual consistency. Go to Ralph Lauren. Same color tones, same visual language, same sort of similar campaigns. I'm kind of liking it, yo. This is just a girl that I draw inspiration from for as far as like her outfits, but if you can see, I don't know, you can see like the red hue on there, like the red hue on the picture, not the subject, but the hue is on the picture, not the subject. And you got the IKEE in the middle, and our color, even this, IKEE in the middle, but the red hue is on there. What's the dealio? Starting late, 8:55, February 12th. On the agenda. But I want to go on a search on Instagram to find like influencers or people that are in the world that we are trying to create. So they make content or they may dress as part of the world that we are building. And I want to find the influencers that are inside of that world already, or like some of the things that are inside of this world here. Like save their profiles. I'm not gonna reach out to them. I just want to save their profiles just so I can see the type of things that they like inside of this world, what they like to post, how they like to post it, how frequent, what's their favorite thing about posting and stuff like that. But I want to find an influence that already exists in this world and keep tabs on them, because maybe, just maybe, those influencers that I find, we may reach out to them in the future to maybe have them in some campaigns, part of it, to maybe have them in some a film or a video or something like that, or maybe just promote the brand or things of that nature. But I just want to see like their style of like existing in this world. What's the word, y'all? What's the word? It's Monday, February 23rd, 7:38. Doing this list, getting influencers right here. And then we're gonna take the 7 to 10 names that we get from this list, and we're gonna paste their picture on here, or one of the pieces of their content, their pictures from their profile, so we get pasted here. And then at the top, this is gonna say, I don't know what it's gonna say yet. Maybe just ambassadors, maybe. I don't know. Which they're not really ambassadors, but we're just gonna act like they're ambassadors. They're just the people that may be in our community already. We're building a brand that possibly they can wear. So that's what we're gonna do tonight, y'all. And let's get started. You know how I go. Okay, right now. It is February 24th, 7:36 at night, Tuesday. So one thing that I want to talk about tonight, just briefly, is time is the one thing that none of us can get back. And when you're trying to build something like I am, the first thing you think you have to do is rush it, because you're saying to yourself, man, time is not on my side. Are you wrong for thinking that? Absolutely not, because we feel like we are running out of time with whatever we're trying to do. But one thing about time is you can choose how you want to spend your time. And so for me, when I was working on the brand before, I would try to hurry up, come up with ideas. And the thing that would mess me up is me surfing the internet, seeing other people that was in my lane and saying to myself, man, they just drop, and they're being successful. And I'm over here just like, why can't it be me? And so because of that, I would tell myself, man, Denzel, you need to hurry up, man. Like, you taking too long. Not realizing that whatever they just achieved or whatever I just watched, that person that just achieved it, it took them time, ample time. And so for me, you gotta stop and think to yourself and say, you cannot pay attention to what other people are doing. You can't. You have to do what you have to do. And doing that may take more time than it took the other person that became successful already. And also, when you're trying to build a brand, when you're trying to build a product or build a company, those things take time. But before you go to market with this company or brand or product, you spend all of this time building the foundation, which is what we're doing now. Building the foundation. And building the foundation, that takes time. And you want to spend time on building your foundation because we have different ideas every single day. We may get up, brush our teeth, walk outside, and say to ourselves, man, you know what? What I was thinking last night, I don't want to do that. I want to do what I just saw walking outside this morning. Just like that, it changed. So we have to take our time and build a foundation and make sure what we're doing is the right thing. And the way we'll know that is by the feeling that we get in our hearts. So, and don't compare your stuff to someone else's success. And this, my friends, are what we call our hypothetical ambassadors for the House of IKEE. What you see here, one word may come to your mind. But let me end this video on this note. That word that comes to your mind is the correct word. But you take that word and you twist it with a little bit of IKEE. And once you twist it with a little bit of IKEE, you throw it on these here gentlemen. And then that's when you will get the person for IKEE and the look for our house. Can't wait to show you. But these guys here, they're going to be dressed in a way that embodies what you see, and in a way that embodies a hint of what IKEE is, was, and will be. And it'll be a mix-up. And it'll be a mashup. And it's what I call my fantasy guy in my fantasy world. Holla at y'all boys.